Hi, my name is Kayla Millette, and I co-chair the City of Columbia's Complete Count Census Committee alongside China Phillips from the Sisters of Charity Foundation. Today, our committee is so excited to announce a new and unique partnership with the Comet, our regional transportation authority. The City of Columbia Complete Count Census Committee, which was established a year ago, is comprised of individuals from local communities, organizations, issues, and businesses. We've worked diligently and collectively with special consultation from Renia Jameson to ensure that we implement outreach strategies that will encourage residents to complete the 2020 census. Now, we know that in light of the pandemic, which has shifted reality for us all, it's more important than ever that we let folks know the importance of completing their census form. Our mission is one that's rooted in mindfulness and being meaningful, efficient, and effective. That's why we've partnered with the Comet. Most of you will know the Comet as our public transportation system. The Comet has been established since the year 2000, and our committee recognizes that the Comet is a well-known and trusted entity in the community. That's why we're partnering to feature local artist artwork on 4 city buses that will run through September and will encourage residents to complete the 2020 census. Today, I'm joined by individuals who have been instrumental in making this project a success. They will talk about the importance of the 2020 census and the potential this project has to ensure that the City of Columbia has a complete count.
So the Comet is participating in Census 2020 because we want to ensure that all of our riders that utilize our services in Richland and Lexington counties are filling out the appropriate forms necessary to be counted. Being counted by the census is very important because it impacts federal funding. Like in the case of the Comet, every person that is counted can determine we would receive to support our public transit operations and capital needs. On the Comet buses, just look up above the seats where we have flyers on how you can participate in Census 2020.
We are very fortunate in Columbia to have an amazing group of citizens who've come together to ensure that we have an accurate and complete count in the 2020 census. This data will be used by the federal government to allocate resources and determine representation for our community. Census data is also personally important as a means to tracing your personal family history, so your children's children will be able to look back at the 2020 census data 72 years from now to find out information about you. It is so important that we ensure that we get an accurate count, and we've joined forces with 2 amazing artists to make sure that that happens. Cornelius Cakeley and Dre Lopez have stepped up to bring their artistry to the table to remind our citizens that now is the time to be counted.
I feel like a lot of the conversations that I've done a couple projects for census related sort of imagery, and a lot of the conversation has been where a lot of people like me, I'm a brown Hispanic male, and I know it also affects the Black community. A lot of people don't have enough information, or if you're talking about Latinos, there's a lot of people that feel like it's gonna get them in trouble because of being, legal or whatnot. There's a lot of miscommunication about what it is, and I feel like in order for me to try to help a little bit, I love the idea of being able to take part in actually creating some form of visuals for it.
I created at least 12 logo ideas, narrowed it down to one, and combined it with another logo that I presented to the census. My thought process was, the target audience, the colors, to see it visibly from a distance. When people look at it, they recognize it, just like McDonald's and Burger King. And I wanted to brand it on that vein. So when you look, you know what it is. Like if you see, for example, the signs that are up, you can be 2 stoplights back, and you can still see that that's what it is, and it's recognizable. So that was my thought about it.
Many of you have already completed your 2020 census form, and for that we say thank you. But I will share that our collective work is not yet complete. Due to the global pandemic, the U.S. Census Bureau has extended the deadline to October 31st. This makes our partnership with the Comet so much more important because it ensures that the community continues to hear the message of census completion. In addition to the beautiful artwork on the sides of various buses, we will also have a message inside that states that you can fill it out online at my2020census.gov, by phone at 1-844-330-2020, or by mail. So the question is, have you completed your census? Join the conversation at SC Count Me In. Bye.